How we doing on task manager? All right. Well, it wasn't. It was. Uh, uh, anyway. Uh. So yeah, new game, new playthrough. Let's go. Um,
Big man!
there is Queen. Queen.
Big man!
Yeah. There you go. Just eat. Imagine
D.
being. Oh, there we go.
Imagine being cultured.
Hi. So so this takes place a few months after the end of Trials and Tribulations. So, just to give you a time span of where everything is.
Mr. Mars. There's a few pixels off on that bottom screen.
Oh shit.
On the right.
On the right. Yeah, I could bear. I sometimes I can see. Oh shit! No. Yeah. Right.
And there's a few pixels of black on the top on the right.
On the right. Oh shit. Yeah. Sometimes I can see him. Sometimes I can't. So, good thing I have. Good thing I have a second pair of eyes.
Dude. Dude. Dude Mars.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Dude.
What's up?
The hacking gap too.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything with it?
The gap. What are you talking about? The gap?
The gap.
I don't know what you mean.
The gaps between the top and bottom screen.
Oh. Nah. Nah, I didn't do anything with him. Oh yeah, I need to.
Hacking gap.
Yeah. Welcome to the chat room. Nah, I didn't do anything with the gap. So you came. Yeah, you gave me quite a shock there. You look familiar. Have we met? Do you know why I called you here? No,
Still a pixel off on the top screen there. You got rid of the black, but now they're minor pixel gap.
Okay, okay. Oh shit. Ugh.
Top screen MARS.
Yeah.
Not the bottom.
Okay,
Haha.
top to bottom 2, right? No, top to bottom 1. Okay.
Mars WR forehead.
Yeah. That good?
On the right it is.
So yeah. This is a whole program, so this is just how I play the program.
Mars on the right.
Oh shit. On the right. 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 The right. The right.
Radizzi right.
Good? I don't know.
Got it.
Okay. Are we good? I need to adjust sound too. So I'll adjust sound accordingly once we get to games and stuff. The game. It's too dark. I can't see your face, but that scar. Do you know this place? Isn't that where that murder occurred 5 years ago? Yes. And as fitting as the place is any for your depths, sir. Sir! It can't be.
Might want to do a recap for those that didn't play the game before this.
Right, so if you guys haven't played, this game takes place a couple months after the third game of which is Trials and Tribulations. V.
Vinny did it.
Where's Maya? She should have been back from the store 15 minutes ago. Maybe this also helps, cause yeah.
Game is a little loud.
Okay, I can fix that.
Objection! Objection!
Okay.
10 is good for both.
Objection!
Okay. Maybe she stopped it to Joe's for a burger or 10. Waiting for Clarence's hungry business. Oh well, let's see what's on the TV. Garble, 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 garble. The body of Marvin Grossberg. Garble, garble. Huh? Hold it. What was that just now? Of the Grossberg Criminal Defense Law Firm. The body was found at south end of Virgil's.
Body of the big boy?
Yeah! The body was found at the south end of Burgle's Bridge not more than an hour ago. The body has been removed from the crime scene by the police, who are saying the victim suffered a stab wound to the heart. Oh boy. Marvin Grossberg was Mia's mentor when she was a defense attorney when she was alive. Nick, I'm back.
Not Marvin.
Hey, why so serious, Nick? Marvin Grossberg died. Maya, look at the TV. What? Grossberg, Sis's boss. Yeah, looks like it. Who would want to kill Mr. Grossberg? Looks like we have another murder case. We're just gonna have to wait until we get a client before we can... What? We can't wait that long. We gotta investigate. Slow down, Eager McBeaver.
Someone that would have a personal problem with Marvin Tilda.
True. Slow down, Eager McBeaver. Gah. We can't just become involved in a case just like that. Let's get down to the detention center at least. If they arrest the suspect, we'll have a client. If they want us to defend them.
I think we can also narrow it down to being a male too. Didn't look female.
We shouldn't be doing this. We don't have a police permission yet. If they're on to us, we're in big trouble. Alright, let's go down to the detention center. March 27th, detention center. Oh boy. Visitor's room. Excuse me, can I help you? We're here to see the suspect. I'm sorry, but Mr. Cicatrice is in questioning at the moment. Oh, that blows. Oh well, we'll have to come back later then. Cicatrice, that's a funny name. Only you knew. Huh? What's up, Nick? The door!
New character? Tilda.
Yeah! The door is unlocked! Eek! I can hear voices on the other side! Could it be could be burglars? Let's burst in! Aha! Element of surprise. I like it. Let's do it. In the office, there were four people. 3 of them were police officers, but the other... Yeah! Hello, Governor. Who the hell are you? Can I ask you the same question? I'm a detective here, mate.
Did.
Yeah.
Did you? M-A...
Yeah, I did.
R-S.
Yeah, I was trying to get into the character, so I did the accent. I'm a detective here, mate. I'll ask the questions. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Maya Fey, spirit medium, at law. Wait, the Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey? You've heard of us? Oh sure. Who on the force hasn't? Everybody except Detective Gumshoe, perhaps. Okay, fine. I don't know you. But I'm sure I heard Gumshoe talking about you sometime ages ago. But unless you can prove you are who you say you are, bugger off and leave the...
Oh, you know what? This guy has the same build as Gum.
But unless you can prove you are who you say you are, bugger off and leave the investigation scene.
I sense a relation.
Investigation?
Hee hee hee.
But what have we got to do with this? Nick, is there something you're not telling me? I did nothing. I just went to go see the detention center. So I don't know. Listen, whoever you are, I own this place. This is my office. Oh yeah? You normally barge into your own office like that, mate? Stay there a sec, you two. Smith, get Dick on the phone. Oh boy. Sir! You should have seen your face, Nick. Huh? You were so scared. Hey, so were you. Hey, Gumshoe, it's Snow. I got a couple of guys here barging
Hey
in.
Mars, change the pixel filter to be sharper, man. It's very smooth. Doesn't look good for the pixel art D.
Okay, I can do that. Oh shit, turn that off. See how this looks. There we go. I got a couple of guys here barging in on an investigation. Blue suit, spiky hair. Hang on a sec. You! Huh?
Much better.
What did you say your name was? Phoenix Wright. Why? Oh, he just told me your name was Harry Butts. Oh boy. Yep. Good old Gumshoe. Gumshoe should know my name by now, surely. I'll have you know, Mr. Butts. Lying to the police is a serious offense. My name?
If it smells.
Hey. OFFENCE. Offense. My name is Phoenix Wright. Hey, pal, are you still there? Yeah. No, but he says his name is
If it smells.
It's usually the Butts. No, but he says his name is Phoenix,
Cheeky
right?
smiley face.
Or something weird like that. The other is a girl wearing some sort of... What? Oh, thanks, Gumshoe. He says you two own this place. You should have said. We did. Yeah. Weird. Why'd you call it Wright & Co. when your name is Harry Butts? Or whatever the hell you call yourself when you talk to people. And what's your name? Didn't you go and reply with Harry Butts or Phoenix Wright? Then Nick, make him stop. And whoever Harry Butts is, why did Richard have to go and tell me that? But anyway. Fair enough. You own this place, but you'll have to stay out of the way. This place has something to do with the case at hand. Huh? My office? How? Who are you? Detective Robert Snow. This is only my second time in the practical investigation, to be honest with you. I made a right muck-up on my first one, so I was banished by the paperwork room. Oh, sorry. I was banished to the paperwork room. I guess you could call it a second chance. Not the second chance exists in this stupid, miserable... I can't even buy decent noodles these days when my appetite's like a well, but...
Reading is important in this one, Mr. Mars. Hee hee.
Yeah. What can I do for you? I would like to show you my badge. Would you know anything about this, Detective Snow? That, of course, mate. I know all about that. Ask me whatever you want, really? Finally, I'm getting somewhere with this guy. No, I know absolutely squat about that. You told me you did. Is there some... let me just try something. Aren't you sure? I'm gonna try something, cause... No, I don't...
Objection! Objection!
Investigation. How is the investigation going so far,
No,
detective?
there isn't any music. It wouldn't be that quiet, haha.
A catastrophic success. Is that good? You tell me. Okay, let's talk about something else before I start to cry. Why are you here? Why do you think I'm here? Investigating, of course. But what has this office got to do with the murder? We found a playing card near the body. So I thought it was odd. Did you look into that? Well, duh. Detective Snow, what do you know about the crime? The victim was Marvin Grossberg, the head of some law firm I never heard of. If only I could remember the name of it. The something criminal defense law firm? If only he'd make it easier to remember. Anyway, he was killed at roughly midnight. That's what we're guessing, from a stab wound to the heart. He was murdered at Burgless Bridge? Burgless Bridge, never heard of it. I ain't surprised, it's up in the mountains. The bridge provides access to the Neeville, a small village just outside of the city. Neeville? So, Mr. Grossberg was on his way there? He must have been... Why else would he be up in the mountains? Why at midnight? You can get the autopsy from Jake.
Dude.
What?
Dude.
What?
Gambit did it.
Hehehe. I get it, cause he has those cards. You can get the autopsy report from Jake. He's up at the crime scene right now. We don't have a client yet, detective. So, we can't investigate. We don't have a permission until we get a client. Don't worry, mate. I'll let you off this time. Call it special permission. Let me off. Is he a detective?
Get Wolverine on the case. Open shut.
Is he a detective or a gym teacher? Give this to Jake. Tell him I said you could have a copy. Affidavit. Received from Detective Snow. Jake, huh? Where have I heard that name before? The card. What's the deal with that card, detective? You know, I was thinking the same thing a few hours ago, and I figured it had some kind of message behind the killing. Possibly about who did it, why they did it, and how they did it. Really? How the hell should I know? We just found it on the body. Someone just shoot me. But see, mate, this card is the reason I'm here, huh? Why? That's confidential. Well, Nick, looks like we've got a crime scene to investigate. Hey, good luck, mate. We've already been up there. What did you find? I'm not at liberty to divulge that information, as they say. Please be straightforward.
Duh, it's Gambit at it again.
Please be straightforward for once. Wait a second.
Idiots.
Wait a second. Objection. You gave us permission so we could investigate the crime scene. So why wouldn't we find anything if all the evidence has to be... So why wouldn't we find anything if all the evidence has to still be there? Looks like he's the one feeling awkward this time. We'll still be around here for a while longer. I need to search until there's nothing else here that ties to this case. He still hasn't told us why he's here. Let's check out the crime scene. March 27th, Burgle Bridge. It's freezing up here, Nick. I'm not surprised. You should have worn something warmer. Hey, there's the crime scene. Who's that?
Cute graphics.
Excuse me, sir. Can we ask you some questions? How rude. Hey, come back. Oh, he's gone. That guy reeks of suspicion. I wonder who he is. Hey, Nick. I was looking at the body tape over there. Shouldn't it be white? That's so it can be seen on the snow, Bambina. Now, partners, this is a crime scene. The bridge is off till sundown. Nick, look, a cowboy. Don't be silly, Maya. How could there be... Hey, I said... Phoenix Wright? Well, I'll be damned. Now there's a familiar face. Jake Marshall. Long time no see. Whoa.
I remember him.
Yeah. Well, you know each other? Oh, of course. Maya was away when I was involved in that case where I met Jake Marshall. He was a patrolman I met during a case 2 years ago. And a pretty unique one at that. That's Detective Jake Marshall, the U partner. Hi, it's been a while. How you doing? I'm just gonna look at the... You there! Keep your filthy paws off your claim. Unless you got proof you two are on the case. If not, then get off mine. Alright, hold your horses. Detective Marshall, would you have a look at this, please? Another one of those letters of introductions? Snow. Snow is the... How do you say that? Augur?
Augur.
Augur of the gold mine? Of this gold mine? Suppose I should let you in on our little bit of prospecting then. Welcome to the ranch, partners. Guess I don't need this anymore. Affidavit crumbled up and discarded. Damn. Right. Detective Marshall. You're a detective again. You heard me right. To be honest with you, compadre, that case 3 years ago was the main reason. I've been investing to get back to the detective rank for a while now. 3 months ago, I finally got my old rank back. How'd you like that? Congratulations. Damn straight, Bambina. These two have certainly taken a shine to each other. I'm gonna brush up on my old West slang when we get back. Detective Marshall's so cool. Looks like another new hobby of Maya I won't hear the end of. But I'm only here today because I gotta play babysitter to the greenhorn detective. Does he mean Detective Snow? How old? Oh shit. How old is people? So he's 27. Jake's 36. So yeah, that makes sense. The crime scene. This here's where he bits of dust. Midnight, I reckon. Took a stab to the heart. Here's the autopsy report. Autopsy report from Detective Marshall. Okay. Let's see this. The victim's name, Marvin Gersford, age 68. Estimated time of death, March 27 at 0 a.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from a large stab wound. How would you say that?
Looky what we got here.
Hey Vinny, how you doing?
Midnight.
Big man!
Haha.
How you doing, Vinny? Cause of death, loss of blood from a large stab wound in the left side of the chest. The heart is penetrated. Oh my. Right. Can I examine things now? Look, Nick, the murder weapon. It's still hard to believe that's Mr. Grossberg's blood on the end. Detective Marshall, are there any fingerprints on the murder weapon? We had a couple of those forensic types down here a while back.
Here he is. The murderer.
And? Sorry, partner. The varmint's sharp, I'll give him that. Looks like we'll have a mystery killer again, Nick. Why can't we have a simple murder case? You have no idea how many times I've hoped for that myself.
Me? The murderer?
Strange, though, how they all seem to leave the weapon behind at the scene. The mercury on the tip is the victim's... The mercury on the tip is the victim's, though. Bloody knife, headed to the court record. Pretty impressive bonanza, huh?
That's right, the Marvin, the victim was like, link removed, when he got killed. Who else could it be? Open shut. Rumble.
It's hard to believe Grossberg died right here. Let's take a closer look at the body. So we have a prosecutor's badge. Somebody made a face on the outline with some tape. Tee-hee, you have to admit, it's pretty funny. Suppose
Now
it's kind
Mars is the murderer, Vinny. He killed my idea to stream these games when I mentioned it only but yesterday.
Damn.
Dude, how is it funny? Marvin is dead.
Hi Joshua, how you doing? Suppose it's kind of funny in a cruel sort of way. A certain detective drew that face earlier. Why I ought to turn that dunderhead into that sheriff for that Doubletree. Detective Snow, you have a weird sense of humor. Card. This must be the card that Snow was talking about. Was the victim carrying it? Nick, look! Blood. You're right. It's a strange one. The blood is some sort of shape. So how bad was WrestleMania, like, this time? Because I heard it was bad. As if someone
Marvin is a mashup of Mars and Vinny. Bad. The plot thickens.
Maybe Grossberg did it while in his last breath. He could have been trying to write the killer's name, but all I see is a curved line. I wonder what he was trying to write. Did he die halfway through writing? But if not, what does this smudge signify? Signify? Crime scene card added to the court record. What's in the snow? A prosecutor's badge? What's that doing here? It couldn't have belonged to Mr. Grossberg. He was a defense attorney.
WrestleMania as a whole was okay TBF, just the main event kinda sucked ass. Glad Cena won though, weren't?
Huh? I thought something was off about that nugget. I don't remember seeing no prosecutor around these parts. There was just Snow and that other guy.
Ignore the word, was predictive. Night 1 was better than Night 2. Cena is a bitch.
What did Cena do? Other guy, that
Love
reminds
Cena.
me. Oh, that reminds me. Who was that strange man who we saw earlier? I'd better ask Detective Marshall if he knows anything. Prosecutor's badge added to the court record. Mr. X. You said somebody else was here, was Detective Snow.
He's just a bitch and believe he shouldn't have won the title.
Oh, that I did, partner.
Of course he should.
That I did, partner. Let's see, now, I arrived here. I saw Snow with some petchy looking guy near the body tape. Mighty suspicious looking he was. Dressed in a brown duster and hat with a pair of glasses. I caught the last of their chin wag, where it went something like this. You'll find another one there.
It was either Vinny or Gambit, lock em up.
But why was that place... But why? What's that place got to deal with anything? Just do your job, detective. Who the hell are you anyway?
Cody having to go through the whole bloodline, 2 Royal Rumbles and countless other things to lose by an interference from Travis fucking Scott.
Yeah, being all mysterious doesn't make you cool, mate. That is all. See you around, Snow. How did you know my... Weirdo. Snowden set off back to the city while our mystery hombre crossed the bridge over to Neville. And that's when Detective Snow came to our office. And Mr. X went to Neville.
Anyways, I'm gonna dip so I can't be spoiled in this game. Joshik 1 thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Joshua.
Yeah, the ending of the main was bullshit. I'm glad Cena won though.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Joshua, because this is a fan game and it kind of spoils, like, the first 3 games, so I would leave. Because this is just a fan game. This isn't like main entry or anything. And Mr. X went to Neville? Yeah, but we bumped into him as he was coming back. Who is he? Is he connected with the case? I think it's a good idea to ask Detective Snow about
Where
this.
the fuck was Kirby?
I don't actually know where... I don't know. Let me look. I'm gonna redo that.
You killed Kirby.
Yeah, I remember you do that. Hold up. I don't even know where is the Andrea thingy. Okay, damn it. I'll do it again. Yeah, look, Kirby's right there. I think it's a good idea to ask Detective Snow about this mystery man. Who do you? What do you know about Mr. X? Detective, have you seen this man before? Him? You know him, don't you? Okay, you can stop now. Why would you know a shifty-looking guy like that? Please, Detective, it's important. Tell us more about this man. You tell me something first, mate. Who is that guy, and why do you think I know him? You know who he is, don't you, Detective?
For once, it's not me.
A psyche lock! Or a psych lock. There's something about this Mr. X that Snow doesn't want us to know.
Not the psyche locks.
That's where my trusty Bagatama comes in. Alright, save game.
Take that!
Mr. X. You know who this man is, don't you, Detective? That weirdo? What makes you think I know him? Your reaction when I showed you his face was proof enough. And better yet, I know you spoke with him at that crime scene. Ha! You talk.
Silence!
Silence! You talk, but can you walk the walk? Show me proof that I spoke to that weirdo.
Silence! Take that!
D.
Oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, I need... Don't... Here, I'll fix that. I forgot... I forgot how I did it before. I think it's... Uh-oh.
Did y'all have a nice Easter?
Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, did I? I had all of the chocolates. Cheeky smiley face.
Take that!
This evidence... Okay.
Auntie's cheating.
No. My phone just rang. I don't think I have enough evidence
I
yet.
shat everywhere. Worth it though.
Are you, it's just Crohn's, right? You're not like lactose intolerant, are you, Ben?
Just crones.
Ah. I don't know much about crones. So if you like eat chocolate, it still messes with you? You know who this man is, don't you, detective? That weirdo? What makes you think I know him? Maybe...
Take that!
You know what, mate? You're right. Who am I trying to
opening
kid?
parenthesis.
That's what I've said if you guessed correctly. I didn't, did I? Nope. I must be missing something.
Hee hee hee.
You did get coins, but apparently you lost the coins. Wait.
Take that!
The evidence proves you and Mr.
I
X
can
met.
have anything in moderation, but at Easter you gotta indulge.
Oh.
Take that!
Maybe... I must be missing something.
Take that!
Yeah, I must...
Stop cheating, man.
I'm not! I'm just blindly guessing.
AKA
Cheating.
cheating.
Okay, Virgil Bridge. That name makes itself feel cold. It reminds me so much of Dusky Bridge, so I'm in no rush to cross. It apparently leads to a small village, but I can't see any signs of life on the other side.
Mars WR fudge you.
Okay. Nothing.
Take that!
Can I present... Let me see if I presented the badge yet. I don't think I did.
The whole damn game is a puzzle, and if you brood it, then what is the point in it being a puzzle?
Take that!
Yeah, I don't know. 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 So I'm just gonna go back. I'm just gonna go back. Fuck it.
Stop. MARS. Root. Forcing. The. Puzzle. Game.
Sorry,
Oh
partner.
my god, who the hell cares?
He says without even looking at me. Capture drift.
Clearly Mars does, or he wouldn't be playing it. Hee hee hee.
You met Snow then? I'm out here on this gold rush. Watch his 6 and make sure he doesn't mess this one up. Could you say that again in simple terms? Robert Snow's a shaved tail. He's been out of work for about 5 years now. Oh yeah, he did say that. Since Gumshoe's busy elsewhere, Snow was given the opportunity to redeem his career. That's why he's in charge of this case.
Hold on.
This is his first sensation in 5 years. That's it. And Bambina, I'm on his case just to keep up where I am. But right now he's gone off.
Wasn't this supposed to be a Tetris stream?
Not if you look at the schedule. Detective Snow hasn't been in work for over 5 years. I wonder why. Well, we have all the evidence we need. That was it. Oh, come on, Nick. Let's get over to that Evo and check it out. Good idea. Not so fast, you two. This bridge is... Corndone off till the gold digging done. Come back at sundown, partners. Please, we're on the case too, remember? Sorry, Bambina, no go. But hey, take this, a photograph of the crime scene. Lucky the crime photograph was taken before the Thunderhead Snow tampered with it. You watch yourselves out there, partners. Harders. Happy trails. I think that's a typo. Why do we have to... What do we do now, Nick? We need to ask Detective Snow about the mysterious man we saw earlier. According to Detective Marshall, they met over at... Let's see what we can do.
I distinctly remember Mars saying today was Tetris, don't you, at Joshikai?
Let's see what we can dig up about our mysterious Mr. X.
Take that!
My bay.
My bay. You know who this is, don't you, Detective? That weirdo? What makes you think I know him? Your reaction when I showed you his face was proof enough. Better yet... Ha! You talk about can you walk the walk. Show me proof that I spoke to that weirdo. Okay, well I have this picture. I have this picture, mister.
Take that!
What about this picture? Would you care to take a look at this photo? Oh my god. Look at this photograph. Of the crime scene detective? Who took a photo of the crime scene? Detective Marshall took it some time ago. He showed me what you did to the body too. Oh, come on, it wasn't funny. I'd be laughing too if the situation wasn't so serious.
Tetris.
This photo shows what I believe to be the crime scene. What? Bloody hell, mate. What gave that away? It shows the body It shows the body outline, a playing card, and this prosecutor's badge. Ah, was it by any chance dropped by our mystery man himself? Maybe. So,
Here is now a rule. If you blatantly brute force the puzzles, you'll gain debt, but if you can do the puzzles properly, I'll reduce.
okay. So, just to clarify, when you mean brute forcing, so, like, reloading a save, right? Each time? So Mr. X is the prosecutor? No, he got that badge from a lucky dip last week. Of course he's a prosecutor. But answer me this. How did you know about him in the first place? That's simple. We bumped into him on our way to the crime scene.
How much is the debt ATM?
My debt...
No, what I mean is you go and use everything and anything to try and solve a puzzle.
What I mean is go and use everything. Oh. Okay. I'll try. Bastard stuff.
Big man!
Okay, so I'm at 34.9 million. Or just roughly 35 million.
An easier way to know you are brute forcing, we'll use a 3 strikes you're out system.
Okay. That's a simple. We
Get
bumped
a
in.
puzzle wrong 3 times in a row, you gain debt.
Alright. Ha! Sorry, but I'm not convinced. Oh really? Then maybe this will convince you that we know about Mr. X. Oh boy,
Big man!
oh boy. Big man!
Big man!
Hey, I'm not...
Big man! Big
Ooh.
man! Take that!
fake. What does he know about that guy? Nothing, but he saw you as Mr. X. What? If you don't believe me, you can go to the crime scene and ask him yourself. Yeah! Which begs one more question. What did you and Mr. X talk about? That's none of your beeswax. I mean, you know, confidential and all that.
Guess who is tired from staying up 2 nights in a row until 4 a.m. for WrestleMania? Clue. It's me.
Do you play a lot of the wrestling games like WWE and 2K25? Or sorry, not yeah, like WWE 2K.
Yes, Mars.
Was it you, Vinny? I take it you're not ready to tell me. Very well, maybe I can prove it with some evidence. I have to say, mate, you're good at this.
What?
I guess it's Vinny.
He figured it out?
I'm so confused right now. I have to say, mate,
I used to, but not anymore.
But...
Time for celebratory Tetris.
But there's no way you could just guess why I'm here. I mean, what we talked about. Did he just slip up?
Party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper.
That could be the answer I'm looking for. Very well, detective. I have evidence.
Party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper. Party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper.
Party popper.
Party popper, party
Detective
popper,
Marshall overheard the last of your chigwag and stated and Mr. X said, "You'll find another one there." And then he turned up at my office, thinking it's related to the crime scene. Claiming the card from the crime team is the reason. That's why you're here, because a total stranger told you to come here. Okay, I'm a rubbish detective.
Going for a quick nap.
Enjoy your nap, Vinny.
Bye all.
Bye, Vinny. Alright, tell me about Mr. X. You're right, I was stupid enough to fall for what that guy told me.
Imagine getting sleep. D.
Some detective, eh? Who is that guy? That guy? He's the prosecutor for the coming trials. So that's who owns this badge. You'll find out more yourself. Oh, you'll find out for yourself who he is. Why can't you tell me yourself? We have some history. History? Will he be the prosecutor for tomorrow's trial? Yeah. Actually, he's requested this trial. Requested? Yeah. Get down to the detention center and ask your client. He should be out of questioning by now. Thank you, detective. I know what you're gonna ask, mate. You do? Nope, not a clue. What's on your mind? I was wondering, perhaps, if you know anything about that card. I just can't tell you, mate. I'm sorry. Why not? We're on your side. I don't take sides in this case, mate. I just work here. But I will say this. It's not a calling card or anything like that. As for why I can't tell you more about that card, well, it brings back bad memories. Just ask your client when you meet him, okay? He'll know what you're talking about. He'll tell the story. He tells the story much better than me. What do you think this all means, Nick? I don't know, but if Snow says our client can tell us, we should go to the detention center. Time to find me our client, whoever he is. Alright. A few minutes later. Detention center. Bring. Hello? Hey, Vincenzo, is that you? Detective Snow. Impeccable timing, considering I've recently been allowed a cell phone here. That's great, mate. I called to let you know that Lawyer and his assistant are on their way over. Ah, yes, Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey. Phoenix Wright, that was it. I keep forgetting his name. Close enough. I guess I better make my way to the visitor's room. Thanks again, Snow. Beep. My name is Vincenzo Cicatrice. I used to be a defense attorney. Not to toot my own horn, but I was one of the most renowned attorneys in the district.
Mars.
What?
Mars.
What?
Mars.
What?
V.
V. I earned my nicknames and other such dreary nonsense during my 5 years of defending people, and I owe it all to my former boss and mentor, Marvin Grossberg. It was sad to hear of his death, but to be accused of murdering him, it was just rubbing salt in the wound. A certain trial of mine ended the way that scarred all who witnessed it. I was particularly affected and thus gave up my career due to the depression. Thinking back over the trial, it wasn't surprising. I thought I'd never hear nor speak of that trial for it as long as I lived. But suddenly, dragged from my subconscious, I find it all flooding back to me. 5 years earlier, Vincenzo Cicatrice's final trial, part 1. My name is Vincenzo Cicatrice. Am I saying that right? Am I saying that right?
Vincenzo.
Yeah, I am. I'm a defense attorney. This is about to be my 20th, I think, trial. My client is nervous. My client is a nervous man called E-Roll Brisbane. He's been accused of pushing someone off a cliff. Hold up. The victim is Jack Crane. He was the one who fell. Sounds like an average case. Shouldn't be too difficult for my ability. February 11.
Why do I remember a Brisbane?
I don't know. February 11th, 9:50 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Where's Mr. Grossberg? The trial is due to begin in 10 minutes. Ahem! Ah, here he is. Good morning, Vinny, my boy. I trust you're ready for the trial? Indeed I am, sir. How many times do I have to ask you, Vinny?
Vinny?
Uh-oh!
M-A-R-S.
How many times I asked you, Vinny? Please stop calling me sir. Formalities simply won't do between best friends. He still thinks we're best friends. That's why he hates me calling him sir. He says it gets in the way. But we are master and his understudy. That is all. Anyway, I'm sorry you haven't had much of a chance to speak with your client. Indeed, his nerves seem to take over at the most inopportune times. He nearly had a panic attack when I first asked him his name. Ah, so we have another of those nervous types, do we? I believe you remember how to handle a client this fragile? Sir, I've had my fair share of nerve-wracking clients. Ah, here he is right now. I leave you two to sort things out.
So how about this for a structure? You complete a chapter each stream.
Sure. Good morning, Mr. Brisbane. Oh, hello, Mr. Vincenzo Cicatrice. But you can call me Vinny if it helps. As much as the nickname irritates me. Sure, Mr. Cicatrice.
Makes it more digestible and followable too.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Even if it's like, episode 1 is like an hour and 30 minutes. Or whatever. Like, that's a guesstimate. I actually don't know. Because it honestly depends on your play style as well. Like, just take a deep breath and relax, okay? Sure. And in no way suspect you of this crime. You know as well that trust is paramount. Trust is paramount between a lawyer and his client. But I must ask for the record, did you kill your friend, Jack Crane? Yes. What? You did it? Well, I can't see another explanation for what happened that day. I will be right back. I need to... I feel like...
Vin looks like Johnny Depp, haha.
That's Brisbane. This is Vin. I will be right back. Because I'm definitely gonna need some water or something. Because my mouth
Oh,
is
then
dry.
Brissy boy. Butt crack alert. I repeat, butt crack alert. 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 Butt crack alert. I repeat, butt crack alert.
How you doing? How you doing? Let me through? What the hell? What the hell? Oh shit. Oh. Oh shit. Oops. Oh no. No, not this chair. Gotta flip it up. Flip it up.
Is the chair buggered again? Haha.
I'm back. Yeah. It's still buggered. Okay, so this is Vinny, whatever you wanna call him. Well, I can't see another explanation for what happened that day.
Is it the wheel thing?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna let you take the blame for this, Mr. Brisbane. Trust me. Aha! So you're Vinny. I've been waiting
Mars,
to
just get rid of all the wheels. D.
I've been waiting to face you for who knows how long. And this... I do not know how to say that word. Indignant jackass is... Tell me, Vinny boy, just how does it feel to know that you're gonna lose this case?
You got it.
I can imagine such a burden to be so... Indignant. What is that? There's no chat log either. Shit. I don't even know what that means. Indignant. Who are you? Vex Volker, displeased to meet you.
Not being dignified.
This is my favorite theme so far.
AKA vulgar.
Ah, this is my favorite theme so far. Vex Wolper, displeased to meet you. That badge, are you the prosecutor?
Balls.
Hey Gamma. Oh, aren't you on the ball today, Vinny boy? I heard you're quite the popular one. They talk about you, you know.
Funny his name is Vulper. I think that's a play on vulgar.
Oh, I don't know. They? Yes, they. Apparently you're quite the defense attorney. But I am perfect. I don't intend to let you win this one, Vinny boy. What an
His
arrogant...
name is on the screen, lad. Joshik1LUL.
Well, I know, but I don't know some of these names are, like, over my head. What an arrogant prig. Oh my god. Is that a word? Prig? And what about young Brisbane here? How does he feel about being thrown into prison? Into prison? If you don't mind, we'd like to prepare for the trial. Ah, and we're having such a lovely chat. Well, yep, I'm pretty busy myself. Criminal after criminal to persecute inevitably throw in jail, or worse. You know how it is. Don't worry about it, Brisbane.
Good Lord Mars.
Yeah, I'm gonna struggle with words. Don't worry about it, Brisbane.
Joshik1LUL.
Don't worry about it, Brisbane. When I eventually get you convicted today, keep in mind that it's nothing personal. It's just a reputation to uphold. See you in there, folks. Don't listen to him, Brisbane. He's just trying to scare you. Poor man. That stupid child scared him half to death. How old is, you don't know age yet. I loathe to think how his nerves would, I loathe to think how his nerves will, but shit! I loathe to think how his nerves would play with him in the courtroom. It's time, shall we? Yes,
Mars
of course.
PLS.
He confessed?
Breath Mars.
I've had the occasional client to do this many a time, and they were all found innocent. I intend to do the same for Mr. Brisbane. So yeah, but this game is a fan game on a program called Wright, and it's basically takes place a few months after Trials and
Guy
Tribulations.
struggles reading, so he'll go and play one of the most heavy reading games.
Yes. February 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, room number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of E-Roll Brisbane. Are the defense and prosecution ready? Ready to prosecute, yeah. I mean, ready to persecute. I mean, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense, too, is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Cicatrice, Marvin Grossberg's prize pupil. Something like that, Your Honor.
Oh God, Vin is a diet phoenix. Joshik1LUL.
Yeah? Something like that, Your Honor. Well, in any case, it's good to see you in my courtroom again after so long. Mr. Vulper? What's so funny? Huh? Oh, nothing, Your Honor. I'm just wondering, why the defense seems so confident? What do you mean? He seems to not see the failure ahead of him. I can see the failure across the room from me, that's for sure. False confidence with a trial he can't possibly win. Mr. Volper, will you refrain from personal attacks aimed at the defense? I need to see, do you see a mouse on the screen? I just need to know, do you see like a mouse on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mr. Volper, you'll refrain from the personal attacks aimed at the defense. It's true you haven't faced Mr. Cicatrice in the past, but he's a highly skilled defense attorney. Please be more responsible and professional from now on. Heh, as if he can topple the great Vex Volper. Vex Volper is pretty egotistical about his profession, Benny. Yes, and I noticed. But then again, he has never lost a single... But then again, he has never lost a case in his life, with over 6 years of experience. Thank you, sir. That puts my mind to rest.
Who is he, Von Karma?
So, he started when he was 19. Thank you, sir. That puts my mind to rest. Wait a minute, did you say 6 years of experience? Yes, he became a prosecutor at 19 years old. Must have been embarrassing to be beaten by a 19-year-old. Now, Prosecutor Volper, your opening statement, if you please. Yeah, I know the drill. At approximately 6:40 p.m. yesterday, the accused pushed the victim, Jack Crane, off a cliff. What is the defendant... What led the defendant to such drastic actions? A witness report aided a dispute.
PLs.
A witness reports a heated dispute between the two men. He was crossing the bridge from Neville. Neville, a small village in the mountains. You can reach it by means of that bridge. I see. What did the witness witness? Unfortunately, the bridge is too far away from the scene for anything to be coherently heard from it, especially where the witness was standing. That is a shame. And how did the victim, this Jack Crane, die? On the way down the cliff, his head made contact with several rocky outcrops. From what we can gather, he died before he reached the bottom. It's somewhat unsettling how he can describe the murder with a smile on his face. I have the autopsy report here. The court accepts this into the record. Crane's autopsy report added to the court record. Oh shit. So, Jack Crane, 27, male, time of death, February 10th, 6:40 p.m., cause of death. So, cerebral hemorrhaging from several traumas.
Don't forget to keep things in detail, cheeky smiley face.
Yeah, from several traumas found on the head, fell a distance of 50 feet before death. Okay. And that's not all, people. I have here a photograph of the shoe prints found at the scene. If the court would just care to take a look at this photograph. There's notably 2 sets of shoe prints here. 2 forensic scientists have examined both sets and definite results.
Look at this graph.
And the definite results were produced. The shoe prints belonged to the victim, Jack Crane. They clearly showed the victim was standing near the edge with his back to the gorge. And this set of shoe prints, could it be? Oh yes, they belong to the defendant, Errol Brisbane. So the positions of the victim and the defendant are now definitely made clear. Shoe prints photo added to the court record. It just gets better. I also have here a plan view drawing of Verglass Bridge. The drawing shows the south and north sides of Virgil Bridge as well as part of Neville. I've taken the liberty of marking the positions of those who probably come out. How generous of you. Before we proceed, I have one more piece of evidence. Strengthen that photograph. He's still not finished! The report for yesterday's weather. According to the report, no fresh snow fell since 5:30 p.m. yesterday. And since the crime happened 1 hour and 10 minutes later, this proves that no more snow fell to cover up the footprints. Thus, the evidence, the shoe prints were preserved. It's never been my profession to jump to the conclusions, but all this evidence undoubtedly points out the defendant as the killer. Well, hey, it's my job. Well, this looks promising. Hey, don't worry, Benny. Volper has a reputation for starting strong and finishing strong, judging by the fact that he's never lost a case. You still have time to seek out the truth, my boy. My boy! Have you encountered this urchin in the past, sir? Why did I give an accent at the end? Why did I give an accent at the end? I believe Diego had a trial with him some months ago.
Oh lord, that's a second B.
He lost, of course. Volper's win record is perfect. Vex Volper was Diego's first failure in court. Diego, he's been in a coma for almost 2 years now. Don't worry, sir. I know what to do. For the last time, Vinny, please stop calling me sir. The prosecution may call his first witness. Ah, naturally. I wish to call the defendant. I wish to call the detective in charge of the investigation. Detective Robert Snow, take the stand. Name and occupation? Agnes McCodup, cloakroom caretaker. Please excuse Mr. Snow, Your Honor. He has a rather annoying tendency to waste time, shall we say? It is understandable that he has a peculiar habit, but a court of law is serious business. Oh, come on. He just said my name a second ago. Okay, we aren't going anywhere this rate. His name is Robert Snow, and he's a detective. He is in charge of investigating the crime scene. Detective, would you mind telling the court about your findings? The investigation. He arrived at Virgil's Bridge at... I really hope I'm saying that right.
Verglass.
We arrived at Verglass Bridge at
now to see how brutally bad Mars could be at an Ace Attorney game.
Yeah!
Hee hee hee.
We arrived at Verglass Bridge at 7:30 p.m. at the same evening, sorry. Near the bridge we found lots of footprints, and analysis shows that there were only 2 different sets. We concluded that the footprints facing from the valley belonged to the victim.
Remember Mr. Mars 3 strikes.
Right. Oh shit.
And don't forget to press.
Yes. The other pair was proved to belong to the defendant Europa's band. Aside from the footprints, we are found something else which pins the defendant as the killer. Thanks to the forensics, we were able to prove this. Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Snow, but there's just one thing I'm puzzled about. What's that? In your testimony, you said you found something else which pins the defendant as the killer. What is this something? I need mouth. What is this something else? Ah, nearly forgot. I was talking about this.
I don't think you have enough to drink, cheeky smiley face.
I have, let me see.
Gambit at it again.
Where is it? It's about right here. Oh, sorry, I'm just here. I'm holding it, this finger. About right here. How much I have to drink. A playing card. It was found on the victim's body. It doesn't make sense, though. There was no full full deck of cards on him, just this single card. I'll admit that
shit. Here we
here
go
we go
again.
again. I'll admit that doesn't seem to make much sense. Why indeed did the victim carry this single card? Actually, I may be able to shed some light on that. This little golden nugget. This card was the victim's lucky charm. Lucky charm, you say? This playing card. He never lost sight of it. Only he and the defendant knew of it. What are you waiting for me to tell you why you found it so lucky? I have no idea. I don't practice necromancy, so I don't ask the victim I can't ask the victim. So, the victim had it in his hand when he landed. In any case, the court accepts this card into evidence. Playing card added to the court record. Now, Mr. Secretary, your cross-examination, if you please. I was wondering when I was to step in. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. The first...
Spirit of Justice would like to have a word with you, Snow.
Oh, yeah.
Carl smile.
You arrived at, Regular Bridge. Hold it. How did you find out about the crimes? A man called the department and reported a murder up at the bridge. He claimed to have witnessed the very happening of this crime. But
Them fucking words, man.
But you say that you arrived at the crime scene at 7:30 p.m. The murder took place 50 minutes earlier. Why the large gap? Objection! Hear me, Vincenzo. You use your noodle for once, will you? Glass Bridge is up in the mountains to the north of the city. The police department is one of the furthest buildings away from these mountains. It would have taken 40 minutes at least to travel by the vehicle to the crime scene. Does it all make sense a bit? But is it all making sense now, Vinny boy? I suppose the distance was on the 40-minute side. Prosecution rest.
He yells Mr. Mars hee hee hee.
I'm gonna struggle with words a lot in this game. Now, Detective, what did you find when you arrived at the scene?
Just read the sentence before reading it out.
Only two? Yeah, both trails led to the edge of the gorge. One trail... one trail ended facing away from the edge, while the other prints were facing the other print. You're complicating things, Snow. Here, let me show you. Simply for the benefit of the defense. Here we have a photograph of the edge of the valley. Roughly 10 yards to the left. Okay. Let me ask you this, because I don't know... You guys use yards, right? Or is that the metric system? What would be the imperial system of that? Imperial? Yeah. The footprints I'm pointing out...
Yards is imperial.
Oh. So, okay. The footprints I'm pointing out belong to the victim, Jack Crane. And yes, they have been examined and proved. We can...
Metric in this case would be meters.
Ah. We can see his footprints at the edge of the valley and face away from towards the defendant. This pair belong to the defendant, which I have already proved. They showed how he walked with Mr. Crane to the valley edge. Then this was when the heated dispute took place. Mr. Brisbane pushes Mr. Crane over the edge. Splat. Splat indeed. Now then, carry on, my wayward son.
There's a weird print on the top right of that photo.
We concluded the victim's shoe print. There is the slightest chance of the wearer's DNA being left on the snow from the shoes. And I mean slight, but in this case...
Joshik 1LUL.
There were none. We have some... See,
We concluded we did.
Hey, there's a reason why I have my first playthrough, because I don't want people to come in and say, "Hey, this guy did it," or "Hey." So I tend to do like I've personally I've already played this, but I don't remember some things about this game. So, So I just don't want some newcomer saying,
Mars, it's obvious who did it. Gambit.
We had some forensics do a footprint analysis. How does it work, especially with shoes? It's a long-winded procedure that involves recognizing the shoe the print came from, looking around places of purchase where the shoe may have come from, who bought that shoe at what time, searching the defendant's home for receipts for the shoes, as well as the shoes themselves. Believe me, this is neither the place nor the time to discuss this. And who did the other pair of shoes belong to? The other pair was proved to belong to the defendant, Errol Brisbane. How can you tell the shoe prints belong to the defendant? He must have more than one pair of shoes, surely. Objection! Believe it or not, Vinny Boy, it's actually a pretty effective procedure. Take a look at this bottom of the defendant's shoes. Go on, take a look. And compare it with this printout. Suppose I better humor them. Aha! I rest my case. Your Honor, I request for this to be given in evidence. Well, you have proved it. Relevancy to the case, Mr. Wilbur. The court accepts this shoe print into evidence. Brisbane's shoe print added to the court record. I think we now have enough information on the condition of the crime scene. I hereby end the cross-examination of Detective.
Objection!
Objection! Apologies, Your Honor, but we can't let the cross-examination end just yet. Objection! Apologies, Vinny Boy, but Your Honor was already ended the cross-examination. Was there something else the defense wishes to bring up? Yes, Your Honor. There's something vital to this investigation we haven't heard yet. Oh? Well? Yeah, we heard from the detective in the state of the crime scene. What else, pray tell, is there left to do? Cross-examine Mr. Cicatrice? We haven't heard all the details of the crime, I'm sure of that. But what else is there? What important detail has been missed? The defense wishes... Okay. Save. The surroundings, the defendant's arrest. Well,
Okay, Mars. Mars.
Okay. Alright, we already know about the victim's body, so let's talk that.
In these moments you only get one chance. Get it wrong and you gain debt.
Aw, man. It's like what? It's not 50-50, but 30. It's like a 33% chance. Say anything about the card?
If you don't deduce, that is.
Well, we already know about the victim's body. Surroundings. I'm gonna say the defendant's arrest. The defendant's arrest. I personally don't think. Oh. Oh. Shit. Well, there goes my. You ever hear all? Well, there goes my debt. Was there a talk about how much debt I was gonna get?
It'll only be 100K for these moments.
Okay. the surrounding at the scene of the crime. Oh? And what will it testimony about the surroundings prove? It'll prove that there was... I'll tell you what it'll prove, Vinny boy. It'll prove that you was quite ashamed of the defense turn. Oh, well, that's 200k right there. Very well. Because I thought we already knew about... Guess it's the victim's body then. Does it sound strange that... Doesn't it sound strange that Detective Snow told of everything found at the scene but the victim's body? Why the defense is point? Detective Snow, why haven't you not mentioned the victim's body?
Whereas if it's 3 strikes you're out will be $1 million.
So, okay. So if it's like a 3 choice, right? And I get up 2 of them wrong. It's, is it 100k or is it 200k? I think
100k each, so a max of 200k.
Right, okay. Hey, I'm new at this. I just forgot, okay? No, detective, it is not okay. Would you care to testify about the condition of the body? Oh no, I wouldn't mind as well. Oh, just keep in mind I have amnesia. Detective! Yeah, fine. How old is he? Oh, wrong guy. He's 22. This dude does not look 22. Maybe I'm wrong. The victim's body was found at the bottom of the gorge. There's a river down there, but the victim's landed on a small bank. He was bruised all over, especially his head, which was cracked open at the back. There was no other signs of bodily harm on him. We thought it best to search the body. We found nothing.
And if you get them 3 answer queries correct first time, debt will be reduced by 300k.
Well, this... Would this be all written down somewhere? I'm gonna probably forget and ask you, like, hey, so, 200k, right?
Yes.
Okay. We thought it best to search the body. We found nothing. So it's safe to say that he fell backwards after being pushed. Small bank, you say? I'm surprised a bank was even established at the bottom of the gorge. Ah, no, a riverbank, Your Honor. Oh, right. So the victim landed on a riverbank on his head? That's not a thought I wish to dwell on. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Cicatrice. I don't know if, I can't remember if it goes into... So, fun fact, Cicatrice is scar in Spanish, I believe? So, yeah. How deep is Burglass Gorge? You're talking tens of feet there, mate. 50, maybe 60 feet? Around that deep. Poor guy wouldn't have had a chance. We reckon he died before he literally hit rock bottom. Wow. What do you mean by hit rock bottom? Ah, here's the thing. There's a river down there. Hold it. Just how large is this bank? Not that big. It's a bunch of rocks, as far as I'm concerned. He was bruised all over, especially his head, which was cracked open at the back. So he landed on his head, yeah, but was only a mild concussion. He should come around at any moment now. Oh, that's good to hear. I hope he... Wait a minute. He was killed. Well, you think. Anywho, as for the bruises on his body, it's obvious he had a lot of rocky outcrops during I don't know what outcrops are. It's possible the victim was beaten before he... Wait, it's possible the victim was beaten before being pushed, but impossible. Impossible how, detective? A witness saw the crime happen. I'm willing to bet it's the guy who called the department. He said, "Objection! All in good time, people. All in good time." There was no signs of bodily harm on him. Excluding the bruises and cracked skull, how could you tell? Oh, well, we have a device that detects the time a bruise was made. Really? Of course not! The witness didn't report a fight between the two guys. Well, we'll get to the witness soon enough. We thought it was best to search the body. We found nothing. Are you sure the victim wasn't carrying anything? Not a sausage, mate. Just his clothes. Why does this not sound quite right? So it's safe that he fell backward after being pushed. But you have no evidence. He was pushed. Actually, we do. What did you say? This was found near the victim's body. It's a scrap of cloth ripped from the victim's sleeve. Hey, Raven.
Hey, people.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Mouth super dry though.
Seems good.
It's a scrap of clothing ripped from the victim's sleeve. The only logical reason I can think of is this. The defendant grasped the victim's sleeve and pushed. The victim fell and force caused the cloth to rip away in the defendant's hand. Ah! Why?
Objection. Link removed victim WASMTNWVARIMGBA brown jacket. I done mo, I just got here.
Well, welcome back, Gamma. You were here earlier. Why that would almost certainly seem the case.
Hey, Gamma.
Are there any fingerprints on the scrap of cloth, detective? Sorry, Your Honor, there aren't. The defendant must have been wearing... And I don't blame him. It's bloody freezing up at that bridge. Scrap of cloth added to the court record.
Got bulldozed by my dog, lol.
How much does your dog weigh?
How?
Please add that piece of information to your testimony, detective. Scrap of cloth found in the crime scene.
He zoomed at my face.
There's something about this cloth that's bugging me. Oh boy. Question time. What should I ask the detective? I think I ought to know. Where was the cloth found? Who found the cloth? Why was the cloth important? Drop the subject. Who found the cloth? Oh boy. 3 choices. Who found the cloth? Why is the cloth important?
Well, 4 here, haha. Hey, Josh. ID Imagine 3.
Well, evidence was ripped from the victim's sleeve when he fell backwards. Who found the cloth? I would say it's 1. Because it's the victim's jacket, so 3's out of the question. I'm gonna say this one. Where was the cloth found?
Yeah, I
Detective?
also think 1.
It was found at the bottom of the gorge near the body. Why did you ask? Something sounds strange here. You're positive this is where you found the cloth. Just get to the point and get your humiliation over with. Very well. My point is this. If the defendant was the one who ripped the cloth from the victim's jacket, why was it found on the bank next to the body? Huh? That does make sense. If the defendant really did rip the cloth from the victim's sleeve, what would be the point of dropping it down to the gorge with the body? How else do you explain why the cloth was found near the body? Remember what Detective Snow said, that riverbank was not that big. Consequently, Mr. Brisbane... Hey, I think I got it right, because the music's playing, so... Consequently, Brisbane must have been unlucky to drop the cloth on a bank that small. What? The defendant raises 2 good points. Why would the defendant drop the cloth he just tore down the gorge? And if it was the case, how did the cloth manage to land so close to the body? Can the defense or prosecution answer this? I have a hunch, Your Honor. Yeah, and a hunch back. Damn. The victim's sleeve wasn't torn as he fell. It was torn after he fell. It's possible, but what does this prove? That I'm not sure yet, Your Honor. Is there anything else we should know, Detective? The defendant must have been wearing gloves, as there's no fingerprints on the cloth. Okay. Hold it. I didn't think fabric could leave fingerprints. Objection! Jumping to conclusions to pathetically point out a measly contradiction. Look at what it's made of, Vinny boy. Leather. Fingerprints can be left on leather. Yeah, what he said. The victim was wearing a brown leather coat. Scrap the cloth updated in the court record, and any fingerprints would have been left behind. But the defendant must have been wearing gloves. What other way is there to suggest this? Wait. The defendant ripped his scrap of leather from the victim's coat as he fell? Does that sound right? No.
Marswer Cooper Pog.
I'm gonna say... That sounds about right. I'm gonna say no. Wait just a minute. Leather has a very strong...
Big man!
Big man!
Big man!
Tensile strength. There's no way the defendant could have simply torn it. What? Well, how about that? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Vinny boy, I am disappointed. You didn't think I'd overlook something like this, did you? I did some research into that jacket. It turns out the jacket was tarnished by red rot. Red rot. Red rot is when the fabrics are gradually degraded due to exposure to high humidity. My point, Vinny boy, is that the leather of the jacket was weak. Therefore, the defendant did tear the sleeve. So let me get this straight. The defendant did in fact grip the victim's arm, and shoved him backwards, still holding onto the sleeve. Exactamundo. Why? I have no idea. But, facts are facts. Objection! And how do you know if it was the defendant who tore the sleeve if there are no fingerprints? Who else could it have been? I see. Continue. Oh, shit. We're not even done with this testimony yet. We thought it'd be... So it's safe to say no backwards decrepit.
This is good.
The defendant must have been wearing gloves. Two new pieces of information. I'm willing to say they are both faulty somehow. Alright, there's a river down there, but... which was cracked open. There was no other signs of bodily harm on him. We found nothing. This is hard. But it's safe to say he fell backwards after being pushed. Was ripped from the victim's sleeve when he fell backwards from a leather coat, no fingerprints. We thought it best to search the body, we found nothing. What about the card? What about the playing card?
Objection!
Detective Snow, are you sure you found something when the body was examined? Yeah, I'm sure. You certain there was nothing on the body? What is this, 20 questions? The victim was carrying nothing with him. Have you forgotten about this? That's the... you testified earlier, Detective.
Does that sound familiar?
Familiar?
Hee hee hee. 20 questions tilde.
Hey, thank you for the raid, Rocker.
Hey,
Welcome on in.
Rocker.
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to the stream. What were you playing? Oh no, wait.
Hey, everyone. Hey, guys.
Hey! Nino Cooney, nice! Nearly forgot. I was talking about this. It was found on the... How are you liking Nino Cooney? It was found on the victim's body. Oh yeah? I didn't say that. But the card wasn't found on the victim's body, per se. Per se. Yeah, per se. It was actually found on the bank.
Playing that game my coworker suggested to me.
Nice. You liking it?
I like it.
Nice. Nice. It was actually found on the bank 10 feet away from the body. So the victim was holding on to the card before he fell. Yeah, I reckon it flew from his hand as he fell. Playing card updated in the court record, and as I said, I have no idea what's so important about this card. I see. So the victim let go of the card as he fell. That would certainly explain how it ended up 10 feet away. Continue with your testimony, Detective. Not over yet. Is there any... We're not out... We're not out of the woods yet, Vinny. There's still some parts of this testimony we need to explore.
Thanks.
There's a river down there, but the victim landed on a small bank. He was bruised all over, especially his head. Check open on the back. Does it say... And fell a distance of 50 feet before death. That's perfectly right. There was no other signs of
Music is nice.
There was no other signs of bodily harm on him. Okay, that one's perfectly fine. We thought it's best to search the body. We found nothing. That's wrong. There was no other signs of bodily harm on him. We thought it's best to search the body. We found nothing. But it's safe to say that he fell backwards after being pushed. So, boy. Uh...
Objection!
Oh. Okay, so it's not that. That's the first strike. Maybe it's this one? Maybe if I press more?
Mr. Mars Tilda.
I'm struggling now. Are you sure the victim wasn't carrying anything?
VCAREFUL.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck at the moment. Did you have no evidence he was pushed? Oh, you do? Oh, right.
See?
Oh, yeah.
If in doubt, press.
Yeah, I'm basically just pressing.
Press everything.
Yeah. It's just be.
Objection!
Mars,
Yeah,
why are you skipping everything?
because I've already read this. Oh,
Mars WR Boo.
can leave the fingerprints. Jumping to conclusions to pathetically point out a measly contradiction. Look at what it's made of, Mini Boy. Leather. Fingerprints can be left out leather. Yeah, what he said. Around the code, the fingerprints would have been left behind. But the defendant must have been wearing gloves. What other way? Wait. Oh yeah, I already read this one too.
Objection!
Yeah, I already read this one. Yeah.
Objection!
Yeah, Vinny Boy, I'm disappointed, blah blah blah. Okay. I don't think I've read every... I don't think I've pressed everything.
Objection!
Objection!
Objection! Okay, so the victim's body was found at the bottom of the gorge. How deep is Virgil Bridge? We're talking 10 feet there, mate. 50 feet, maybe 60 around that deep.
Objection!
No chance. We reckon he died before it literally hit rock bottom. What did you... Ah, here's the thing. Just how large is this thing? Not that big. It's a bunch of rocks as far as I'm concerned. He was bruised all over, especially his head, which was cracked out. Hold it. So he landed on his head? Yeah, but it was only a mild concussion. He should have come around at any moment. I've already read this one too. Come on. A witness saw that, yeah. All in good time.
My guess is he would get red rot so quickly.
There was no other signs of...
You can see
Not
though,
yet.
right?
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely. Barely, but I'm an innocent
Excluding the
bystander.
bruises and the cracked skull, how could you tell? Oh, we have
I
a...
ain't do
Yeah.
nothing. I don't know what's going on, all I know is
There was
my
no
side
other
of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent, and Mama, I love you. P.O.P.
There's no other signs of bodily harm. We thought it best to search the body, we found nothing. Are you sure that the victim wasn't carrying anything? Not a sausage, mate, just close. But it's safe to say he fell backwards after being pushed. But you have no evidence he was pushed. Actually, we do. What did you say?
Not a sausage?
Yeah. Look.
Dude, you skipping.
Yeah, I know, because we've already read this. Okay, I think I haven't read this. There's something about this cloth that's bugging me. What should I... Where was the cloth found?
How could you?
Drop the subject. I don't... Oh. Wait. But there was no fingerprints!
Objection!
There was no fingerprints!
Hold it!
Who found the spot, detective? I did. I am a detective, you know. That wasn't very helpful. Maybe I asked the wrong question. Why is the cloth so important, detective? It proves the victim was some...
One strike.
Yeah. I've heard this victim... I think my theory about what happened made good sense. That wasn't very helpful. I'm basically just going through everything at this point, see if I missed anything. So, yeah. Why you ask? Something sounds strange here. You're yeah.
Objection! Objection!
Consequence, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of lost
He's
now.
skipping.
Yeah.
Hee hee hee.
It was torn after he fell. Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, there was no evidence. We're not out of the woods yet, Vinny. There's still some parts of this testimony we need to explore.
Oh boy, Mr. Mars Tilda.
I am not doing so good. I'm gonna fail. The victim's body was found at the bottom of the gorge. There is a river down there, but the victim landed on a small bank. He was bruised all over, especially his head, which was cracked open at the back. There was no other signs of bodily harm on him.
If he didn't land in the water, how'd they get the rot?
Ooh, oh. I'm
Don't forget to read the details of what is in your evidence, Tilda.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Found at the scene. This is 100 yards. So, I'm gonna say I'm gonna fail.
Oh wow, they didn't loop the music right.
No. He was bruised all over, especially his head, which was cracked open. There was no other signs of bodily harm on him. Are you sure about that?
Mars, you haven't looked at everything.
It snows constantly in the mountains, but no fresh snow fell since 5:30. The victim's lucky charm. It was found on the bank, 10 feet away from the victim's body. Bears victims and defendant's fingerprints. Okay, I'm gonna. What was that one?
Does Josh know? Mars, you still haven't looked at everything.
Was ripped from the victim's sleeve. Fell backwards from a leather coat. Print out of his main shoe print carried out by the forensics found at the crime scene. It snows constantly in the mountains, but no fresh snow fell since 5:30 on February 10th. Plain view of the
Yes, I know.
bridge partially shows Neville. Shows the footprints of Brisbane.
But I ain't saying shit.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess.
Objection!
No. Great.
That's strike two. Wouldn't the card have some water damage?
The defendant must have been wearing gloves, as there are no fingerprints on this cloth. If he was wearing gloves,
Objection!
Bingo.
question. So episode 1, right? So this is like episode 1. I still have 2 strikes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't mess up now. Aye, but how? You said the victim must have been wearing gloves, for no fingerprints to be left.
You were both nowhere near the answer.
For no fingerprints.
Carl, smile.
For no fingerprints to be left on this scrap and cloth. Yeah, so that contradicts circumstances surrounding this card. This card...
It's a simple detail.
Yeah, this card bears the fingerprints of both the victim and the defendant. So the defendant was wearing gloves. How in the world did his fingerprints appear on this card? This proves the defendant was most certainly not wearing gloves. Therefore, this is decisive proof that my coin even touched the victim's jacket. You question my brilliance? Oh boy, I need a drink.
Like I said, look at the details.
Yeah. Order. Thanks to the defense's proof, the reason the victim's sleeve is torn remains a mystery. Is the defense also in the detective's testimony? I guess I am.
Gonna go now. Take care. I might be back in an hour, but not sure. Joshik, one wave.
See ya, Raven. Yes, Your Honor. So to summarize what we know so far about the crime, the victim, Jack Crane, fell backwards down Burnt Glass Bridge. It's possible he was pushed. He was holding this card, his lucky charm, which flew from his hand as he fell. After his rather rocky fall, excuse the pun, he landed on the bank near the river. His death is believed to be instant. Is the court now clear on this? As crystal, indeed.
See, that's how the card isn't wet.
Yes. Indeed, Your Honor. You got it, mate. Very good. Mr. Snow, it appears you are still quite experienced at your line of work. As reflected in your testimonies. Oh, thanks, mate. Your Honor will suffice. Thank you. I'll see it to girl, I'll see to it you don't make that mistake again, Snow. Did you just say something, Prosecutor Volper? No, Your Honor. Well, that clears up police investigation details. Does the prosecution have a witness at hand? Funny you should ask, Your Honor. Because there was a witness to the crime. Ah, yes.
You solved that one with the next strike hitting you with dead. So good job with that.
Yeah, how does it work? So, it doesn't carry over, right? The strikes, I mean, so... Oh yes, it's about time the witness made themselves known. Or do I still have 2 strikes? Name and occupation. My name...
No, it's per puzzle.
Ah, okay. My name is Titus Crump. Is it just me or is his voice shaking the courthouse? And my as my occupation, I am a millionaire of sorts, and therefore do require what you people call as a job. A millionaire, you say? Mr. Crump is a resident of Meeville, Your Honor. Oh yes, Meeville, the village. He witnessed the moment of the crime while crossing Verglass Bridge. Indeed, my boy. I saw the whole thing! You see, Vinny boy, what exactly am I supposed to see? You can't win now. I have a decisive witness. He believes his witness... He believed in his witness before the testimony he had. Wait, what? He believes in his witness before the testimony even begun. What a letdown he'll get when the cross-examination begins. Oh boy! Witness, you may give your testimony to the court. Very well. I apologize to the... Hey look, another right way to spell apologize.
Remember to press tilde.
To the world, I think the creator of this game might be European. I'm not too sure. Because it's another way how to... The right way to spell apologize. To the worldly challenged. For my extensive vocabulary. Why did Sir flinch like that when he heard worldly challenge? At approximately 6:20, At approximately 6:20, I left my humble abode and set off toward the city. Birdglass Bridge is the only route for miles to the city, so this I did. Well, I was halfway across the bridge when I heard the sound of bickering on the other side. I looked at the head, and there I saw 2 gentlemen arguing near the edge. I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back!" That's when I noticed they were squabbling over a small object. The man nearest the edge was then shoved in the chest. He staggered back a couple of steps first, then he fell backwards. Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Crump. Defense may begin the examination. Oh boy. Witness's account. At approximately 6:20 p.m., I left my humble abode. Why did you come to the city, Mr. Crump? At Meeville, we do not have the means to look after ourselves. What do you mean by that? It means, Vinny boy, that Meeville doesn't have any stores. It's really a small, out-of-the-way residential area with a population of mere 22. It's a residence. Its residents comes to the city to shop via Verglass Bridge. So you see, my boy, I was just out getting my groceries. You see. I know you live in a village and all, but do you have any stores, Josh? I don't know if you do or not. Like, that's probably a dumb question. Only route? Indeed, if not the closest. Are you not aware of the beautiful mansion in which
Yeah, we have a little off license.
Ah. It's very near said bridge. Are you sure about that? Objection! Dear me, Vinny boy. Would you care to look at the plan view drawing again? This map shows Verglass Bridge and part of Meeville. These squares in Neville represent the closest houses to the bridge. The large square at the top, surrounded by a small river, is Mr. Crump's house. You can vouch for this witness. Oh, certainly, my boy. That is my beautiful Nana. So, mini boy, it's glaring obvious that Mr. Crump lives near the bridge. So, Burglass Bridge is the obvious route he would take. Witness, tell the court what happened on your little grocery trip. Well, I was halfway across the bridge when I heard the sound of bickering on the other side. Hold it! They were arguing. If you're so desiring to call it that, I thought it curious, so I froze almost halfway across when I looked ahead and there I saw two young gentlemen arguing near the edge. And that would be the defendant and the victim? Absolutely. The man in the defendant's chair was indubitably the present. I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back." Give it back? Yes. I assume one had stolen something from the other. All I could make out was, "Give it back!" No doubt I would have given whatever back to him. This sounds suspicious. What should I do? Press. Did you happen to hear anything else? Now you mention it, yes, I did. Now let's see. The victim then said something along the lines of, "Please give it back. I'm not gonna let something like this happen again." And then he fell. And that's what you heard? Absolutely, my boy. My ears are no more decisive than my eyes do. Sorry, Mr. Crump, but you just fell into my trap. I beg your pardon, dear boy. Recall what Volper stated at the beginning of the trial. I see. What did the witness,
TURP card.
Turp car. What did the witness, witness? Unfortunately, the bridge is too far away from the scene for anything to be coherently heard from it. If what you said was correct, Volper, Mr. Crump shouldn't have heard the conversation that clearly. Ah, he heard more? I had no idea. Maybe you didn't ask? Order! I will have order! Prosecutor Volper, did you know about this? My apologies, Your Honor. Why such valuable information from the court? See this, you old fool? I just didn't think it was relevant. What they were arguing about, I mean. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Volper. I find it hard to believe. I'm afraid you must now be penalized for purposes holding back vital information. Penalized?
The fuck, haha.
Yeah, I don't know. Penalize me?
The judge wasn't there for a frame.
Yeah. I think it's just this program. Sometimes it bugs out a lot. This can't be. Oh no, he's been penalized. No. Oh shit. Did I say something wrong?
He going COO.
He going cuckoo! Your Honor, no please, you made a mistake! Uh-oh, I've never lost, I can't lose, I won't lose! I'm Vex Volper, damn it! Oh, good show, Vinny! You've given Volper his first penalty! Absolutely smashing! Indeed, now I think it's time—
no, they didn't spell honor right.
Oh. Indeed, now I think it's time to break the news. Nobody's perfect, Volper, not even you. I think it's time you got this. But objection! But I'm perfect! How the hell can a creepy third-rate lawyer like you— Oh, damn. Prosecutor Volper, silence. You are in a court of law. Can we please get back to the witness's testimony? You're not grinning anymore. Damn. Continue with your testimony. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Crump. At approximately 6:20, I left my humble abode and set off towards the city. Did I go through it? Yeah. Yeah, you already...
He's just going through it all again.
Yeah, I'm gonna just double press, make sure I didn't miss anything. Only route, indeed.
Though he did add something to his testimony.
Yeah. Dear me, Vinny boy, yeah. I'm just... after all this because we've been through it once. So I'm gonna double, triply make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, well, I looked ahead and I saw two young gentlemen arguing near the edge. I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back." That was when I noticed they were squabbling over a small object. There it is. And this was the card submitted by the detective earlier? I am not sure. I can't see that well from my distance. I can identify it as a flat white object. So yes, this would be the card. Why is he so short? Now, what happened next, witness? Wait. That doesn't sound right. Because if the witness was here, and the victim and killer was here, how could he see that far? I think that's a contradiction in itself. So I'm gonna take a little shot at this.
Objection!
No. Nope. Okay, so that was my first mess up there.
Strike one.
Yeah. The man... But there was no way Brisbane could have done that. Have you seen how bad his nerves are? Oh, really? How do you know it's not all just an act? I know real nerves, Volper, when I see them. If you're quite finished, I am really fainting when I saw it. The defendant shoved the victim in the chest, and then he staggered back a couple steps, then he fell backward. How far back did he stumble? The edge was only a few steps behind him. He stumbled back until his foot found nothing. Then down he fell. Did you see the victim fall? I saw the moment, but not the whole treacherous journey to the bottom. It was too dark. Dark? Yeah, the moonlight, I believe, shone in the northwestern...
Might I suggest you check the times of which this all happened?
Yeah. Western? Is that right? Or is that a typo? Northwesterly? Is that... I don't know if that's... Therefore rendering the gorge in total darkness. Something about that testimony seems... I've heard recently. From Prosecutor Volper, no doubt. Oh.
So it was dark.
Yeah, so it was dark. Well, I was halfway across the bridge and I heard the sound of bickering. I looked at and then I saw the two young gentlemen near. I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back." That was then I noticed they were squabbling over a small object. The man nearest to the edge was then shoved hard in the chest. Shows the footprints of Brisbane and Crane from the time. I see one set of footprints. I see another set of footprints right here. That means one here. He staggered back a couple steps, then he fell backwards. Something for recently. From Prosecutor Volper, no doubt.
You'd think that if he staggered, it would show on the snow.
Yeah. I'm gonna take another guess. If he fell backward, yeah. I'm gonna say it would be this.
Objection!
Aha! Mr. Crump, you testified that you saw the victim stumble backwards before falling to his death, correct? That is correct. Unfortunately, that contradicts this evidence.
Mars. Staggered.
Yeah. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. You say that you saw the victim
You
stumble
don't
back.
even understand why this contradicts. Staggering.
Well, yeah, because he stumbled, didn't he?
Do you know what that is?
Stumbling, right? Like stumbling? Yes. Or no. Then no. If it's like stumbling, then no. I don't. I'm thinking deja vu. However,
So what's going on there?
maybe like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I see no footprints that suggest this. Why? Because if he did stumble, there would have been extra footprints. Like you know how yeah, there. Oh, you're right. You're right. There would have been extra footprints there if he was staggering, but Toya
Yeah,
does
like the game just told you.
By declaring the victim moved strongly as if he was stumbling backwards. Yeah. Continue. Oh. Oh boy. Shit. Well, I was halfway across the bridge when I heard a sound of bickering on the other side. I looked ahead and there... I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back." And they were squabbling over a small object. He staggered back a couple steps and he fell backward. Contradicts something I've heard recently. From Prosecutor Volper, no doubt. Oh...
Don't forget that it was dark.
Yeah. Is there anything about being night? What did he say about it being dark? Did he? I don't really have anything to say that's time. Man.
Objection!
No. 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 I need to think this over again.
Strike
Part
2.
2. The man nearest to the edge was then shoved hard in the chest. How far back did he stumble? The edge was only a few steps behind him. He stumbled back to his footsteps. Down he fell. Did you see the victim fall? I saw the moment, but the whole treacherous journey at the bottom. It's too dark. Dark. Yeah, the moonlight, I believe, stone in the north. The world just Quote, something about the testimony seems to contradict something I've heard recently. Okay, I'm gonna... Ooh.
Objection!
No. He staggered about contempt.
What I like to do when I don't know something. Reread the evidence.
Yeah. That was strike 3. Oh, fuck's sake.
Mars, that wasn't rereading the evidence.
The time of death,
Reread everything.
cerebral hemorrhage from several traumas. Blueprints.
Josh, I have bestowed the pets tab with more Landa antics. Panda.
And okay, that's 100 feet. Wait, so if man nears to be shoved hard in the chest, so constantly. Carried out by the forensics was found at the crime scene. If this is northwest. Was ripped
Dino dance.
from the victim's sleeve when he fell backwards. No other count. So, from a leather coat, no fingerprints. The victim's lucky charm was found in the bank 10 feet away from the bodies, pressing various victims and defendant's fingerprints. He staggered back a couple of steps, then he fell backward. Prosecutor opened it out. Only one that has a time frame. This one. It snowed constantly, but in the no fresh snow fell since 5:30. It's the only route for miles to the city, so yes, I did. And for that, yes.
Mars.
Yeah.
Again. If I was unsure, I'd reread everything.
I did reread everything.
You clearly haven't.
Yeah.
I have been watching.
these groceries.
Hold it.
You should know by now if you have reread everything.
Objection.
So if you don't, read again.
Yeah, I'm gonna... So anyway, it's...
Mars WR Wave.
Hi Kay, how you doing? We just
Kay.
tell the...
Hey Kay, welcome to Mars claiming to have done something but haven't the usual.
Hold it.
Get me out of this feckin' hellhole building, I'm over it lol.
yeah, I'll reread the
Mars, read. The damn
evidence.
evidence. At K_Lou24 just punt the little shits.
So constantly
Joshik 1 hey.
plain view partially shows evil.
Or get a loud banshee doggo like me Kek. And he failed to read again. I have one. He just can't come here with me lol. Mars, you are literally not reading everything. I am watching dude. This
Those-
humidity and rain got my hair all kinds of frizzy Joshik 1 anguish.
But no first snow since 5:30 p.m. Red and Brisbane shoe print carried out was found at crime scene, ripped from the victim's sleeve when he fell backwards from a leather coat, no fingerprints. The victim's lucky charm, it was found in the bank 10 feet away from the halfway across the bridge when I heard the sound of bickering on the other
This is
side.
the game y'all told me to play, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, now you've read everything. There is a piece of testimony that contradicts.
Right.
At K_Lou24 we got 23 miles per hour winds with 40 miles per hour gusts.
How could he have seen it getting pushed? Is it this one? No,
It was pouring earlier, it's lightened up now, but definitely windy here too. Not that bad
Objection.
though.
nope.
The damned weather trio are after us again.
Strike 4.
Strike 4.
And pushed.
Objection.
No. I'm completely lost. I am completely.
Strike 5.
Now you're back a couple steps, then he fell backward. Let me go back to that one.
Hold it.
Why did you come to see?
Strikes? What is this baseball? Kappa.
It's not that one.
Hold it.
Nawi Sports at K_Lou24. Oh right.
We're in evil residence closest house.
Mr. Mars. Think about how the victim fell. Landy 4 Keck.
Right. fell. I'm gonna try that. I don't think I did this one. Did I? I don't know if I did. Save game. Did I do this one yet?
Objection!
Strike 6.
That is correct. Unfortunately, that contradicts the evidence. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. You saw that, however...
You already did this.
Oh. Okay, so that... Okay.
Mars. Read the evidence again.
Okay. Think about it. How did the victim fail?
And have in mind about how he fell.
I looked and I saw two of the gentlemen. I caught some of their conversation. One of them said, "Give it back." That's when I noticed they were scrubbing over a small object. The man...
Read the damn evidence.
Ah, shit. Okay, the man nearest to the edge was shoved in the chest.
Mars just read it. Joshik 1 LUL.
Just
Read the evidence, man.
right. Okay, the man nearest to the edge was then shoved... Which...
I feel like I know what the contradiction is.
Objection!
Found it! Jesus!
Joshik 1 despair.
There! Was that it? Was that the contradiction? Huh?
Bingo.
Why did it take me so long? I had... So, hey, Kay, has anyone escaped the room, or... No, not today.
Mars. If he was shoved,
Most
how
certainly.
did it rip?
True. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. If that's true, then there's a contradiction in the way his clothes was turned. The story was so far, and the clothes was torn to the victim's sleeve as he fell. But if the
You haven't thought a lot in this so far.
No. But if the defendant pushed the...
Escape the room? Lol, nope, just lots of sassy kids having a case of the Mondays.
Ah. Like, what I mean by escaped, like, has anyone, like, escaped from you, I guess? Or whatever.
So that was 6 strikes in that one.
So... That's like 600k, right? Like 300k? I can't remember.
Tried to bolt or elope?
Yeah.
Nope, knock on wood, haha.
Yeah. Then there was...
Nope, that was for the multi-choice.
Oh. Objection!
If you brute force these moments, it's a mill per mistake.
Oh.
SUB timber.
Oh. I need to remember. So if it's multiple choice, it's 100k. If it's like testimony or whatever, it's a mil. First strike.
So that will be 3 million tilde.
There's a possibility that so you can still born. So so it doesn't stack after this third strike then? That's very unlikely, especially when you take into consideration the other...
I'm gonna assume that's dead?
Yes.
Not like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Other possibilities, but other possibilities. There is no other possibility. If the defendant really didn't push the victim to his death, he would have no need to grab the victim's
But if
chest.
Mars gets it right first time, he loses death.
Big man!
Mars, why do you agree
Big
to
man!
these things?
I
Law.
don't know.
That's why he agreed. Because he wants to lose death.
Yeah, because I don't know. Where's my phone? I'm not cheating, I'm just using Discord.
Going well.
Yeah, it's... What's that? I don't care. Discord.
CHEATING.
Who the fuck called me? I don't know. I don't know who the fuck called me. Come on. Come on, Discord. Doing anything. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna be updated. What was it before? I don't know when you're gonna Oh, wait. It went up. So it must have been updated. I don't know. He would have needed to grab the jacket. Ah. Simple push would have sufficed to end the victim's life. Why grab his jacket? Objection! That may have been... Aha! It was you, prosecutor Volper, who stated that there was no struggle. And on top of which, the photograph shows the sign of the struggle. You... you... Wouldn't it make more sense for the purpose of holding the victim's sleeve to be trying to save them? You still haven't presented one single piece of decisive evidence to prove that. The logical reason for persuading to grab the victim's sleeve would be to stop him from falling. I just can't prove it yet.
So basically, if he gets a section wrong 3 times beyond them times, he'll accrue a mil debt.
Ah. First of all, you proved that the witness did indeed hear the conversation between the victims. Defendant and the victim quite clearly. And secondly, the photograph that proves the victim did not stumble back, but rather...
So strike 4, 5, and 6 equals 3 mil. Hee hee
Oh.
hee. Simples tilde.
So it doesn't add on? Rather, he was thrown off the cliff altogether. Can you... I don't know...
What do you mean add on?
Like... So... 4, 5, and 6... Because it wouldn't add on, like... It would still be 3 million. So if I got, like, the strike 6, it would still be, like, 3 million total. Now I've done it. Is there another explanation for what happened? Your Honor, there is another explanation for what really happened. Really? Mr. Cicatrice? Then please enlighten the court and tell us. Is there something in the evidence that explains what really happened to the victim? I know.
Take that!
Take that! The footprint photograph? There's a certain part of this photograph that doesn't ring true. Don't make me laugh, Vinny boy. All that photo shows the defendant and the victim's footprints. What exactly is...
Each strike after strike 3 will be a mil. So 4th strike 1 mil,
Ah.
5th strike 2 mil, 6th strike 3 mil, etc.
Ah.
It ain't
7.
rocket science.
7th strike, 4 mil. Gotcha. Okay. So, what exactly is there in this photograph that proves Brisbane?
Take that!
Take that! It's not footprints. I'm interested in Volper. If you look closely in this section of the photo...
You noticed.
There are some finger marks left in the snow. Yak! Order! So, in one of the old builds of this program, you see where the court record button is? I had time finding that, because this was covered up. So, like, the court record button would be, like, over it. So, like, you had to, like, drag, like, click and drag to, like, get it to right here. What do you...
Oh, so they got rid of it?
Yeah, because I'm using a, like, newer build of this game. Or program, so... Yeah. What do you conclude from this fact, Mr. Cicatrice? It's simple, Your Honor. Jack Crane wasn't pushed from the front. He was pulled from behind. And since Eero Brisbane had the airtight alibi from when he was doing that at the time, it means somebody else killed Mr. Crane. Somebody else? Walper seems to really be suffering. I had no idea a simple penalty could be so crippling. Well, I got a question for you, Vinny boy. If you so claim this how the victim was killed, where do you say the killer really was? I hadn't thought of that yet. This does raise a... Well, Mr. Cicatrice, where do you claim to... Here.
Take that!
Because if he was grabbed, someone would have been down there. I present the court the real position of the killer. That's just stupid. Are you telling me...
Now Mars is thinking Tilda.
Are you telling me that the killer was hanging onto the edge of the cliff the entire time, waiting to commit the murder? I mean, it does sound... I don't know if you guys can see him in the camera. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can see him in the camera, but, he's not in the frame, but my cat just went that way. I mean, it does sound a little far-fetched. Was there anywhere for the killer to hide? Yeah, so how exactly are you gonna prove that? Arg! When I answer one question, he presents me with another. Indeed, can you prove the killer had somewhere to hide on the cliff edge? Jumping Jehoshaphat, Vinny, are you sure? Are you sure you know what you're doing? I hope so. Be careful. Please think of my hemorrhoids. Hey, there's the hemorrhoids again. How can I not? No turning back now. Defense request.
5% debt reduced.
Woohoo! The defense request. Oh. Sweep of the crime scene. The defense requests an immediate sweep of the crime scene, namely the edge of the cliff. Ha! What do you think you'll find there? Prosecutor Volper, do you recall the shoe print analysis you and the detective spoke of? Just get to the point. Well, I was thinking, what if the real killer had a ledge to stand on? A rocky outcrop, perhaps? And if there was a ledge for the killer to hide on, he would most certainly leave footprints in the snow. The defense therefore would like to request a search of the ledge. But wait. We don't really have we don't really have another photo.
Dun dun dun.
Because I'm thinking, would the footprints still be there because of this too? It's... What, can you let him do that? Request granted, but a word of warning before we initiate. Proceed, Mr. Cicatrice. Yes, Your Honor.
If it snowed since then, that would be awkward, yes.
If no ledge is found at the crime scene, or if nothing new is found, I believe you'll accept responsibility for the consequences? Acknowledged, Your Honor. Acknowledged, Your Honor. Very good. Bailiff, organize a party to search the cliff at the time scene for a snow-covered ledge. I believe this is a good time for a 30-minute recess. Court proceedings will continue in set time. February 11th, 11:23 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. How much longer is this going to take? Only a few more minutes. Vinny? Yes? Is it difficult being a lawyer? If you want the truth, yes, it is. You see, I only asked because, well, see, I'm studying law right now, and I'm aiming to become a well-known...
Vinny would be in this game, Kappa.
and I'm aiming to become a well-known prosecutor one day. A prosecutor? Any particular reason why? Well, criminals are to blame for my nerves. I'm absolutely terrified of criminals. I was hoping that if I became a prosecutor, I'd never have to fear criminals again. If only I had more confidence, or at least something to awaken my senses. Where you going? Huh? Where you going? Mr. Brisbane, may I ask you something regarding the crime? I suppose. What was your relationship with the victim? Ah, Jack. He was my closest friend.
Hello and goodbye, Nikolai.
Yeah, he's, You know what,
And
wrong way.
ICK.
Right. Here, you know what? I'm gonna just do, oh shit, that's fine. That's more important down. There you go.
What you doing? Your best impression of 007.
No, I was trying to get a, here. There you go. Filter. There he is.
There he goes.
There. I met him at Big Man!
Big man!
I met him in law school a few years ago. He had a stepbrother who became a prosecutor and probably wanted to follow him. Stepbrother, did you ever meet him? Just briefly, but for some reason, Jack didn't want me to meet him. Now I think about it, that prosecutor looked a lot like him, well, like what I can remember. Prosecutor Volper? You mean Vex Volper? Yeah, he just looked a lot like Jack's stepbrother. Wait a minute, that face, that hair. Mr. Brisbane, are you alright? That's him, Volper. He's the victim's stepbrother? Dun dun dun! Yes, I'm sure of it, that's what he looked like.
Alright, friends, I've gotta go talk later, bye.
Bye, Kay! I didn't expect something like this at all. Prosecutor Volper, related to the victim?
Joshik, one wave.
I hope you have a good rest of your day. Prosecutor Volper, related to the victim? I don't know if this will be any help, but what if I were to write this down? Write down, you mean like an affidavit? Who knows? Maybe this will come in handy sometime. Memo. New evidence. Vex Volper and the victim Jack Crane are stepbrothers, signed by Brisbane. What about the card you fought over? What's so special about it? That's what I asked Jack at the time of the crime. Actually, it's the reason why we met at Virgil's Bridge in the first place. It was? Anyway, the card. It's made of ignum. Court is back in session. Please make your way back to the courtroom. Can you tell me once this is over, Mr. Brisbane? Oh, sure. Good luck, and thank you, Vinny. Vinny! I think it's made of ignum. What was he about to say? They always do this. Like, the bailiff always, like, once something important is, like, brought up, it's like, court is back in session. The plot thickens even more. Court is now back in session. Bailiff, do you have the results of this research? Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. A ledge underneath the cliff edge was found. We would like to present two pieces of evidence to back this up. A simple but explanatory cross-section of drawing of Virgil's Bridge. If you look closely at the section, you can clearly see the ledge underneath the cliff edge.
Is this new music?
I think so, yes. I think this is custom music. Cross-section drawing added to the court record. Stop. This is irrelevant. As a second piece of evidence, this shoe print found in the snow on the ledge, we believe this belongs to the real killer. Ah. This proves somebody was hiding on the ledge. Shoe print added to the court record. Oh. Shoe print found on the ledge beneath the killer. Believed to belong to the real killer. Oh. All we need now is to find out.
They are lucky it didn't snow after the whole situation.
Yeah. Your Honor, before we go on to the shoe print business, there's something the defense wishes to pursue. What? Oh? Very well. What would the defense like to pursue? Sir, what are you talking about? Think, Vinny, my boy. Think about the playing card. The playing card? What of it? Think of the circumstances surrounding the card. Wasn't it said that the card was a secret between the victim and the defendant? Yes, and that not even the police knew about its true purpose? This is so. Well, that very fact contradicts in the statement that made by somebody in the courthouse. It does. What are you whispering about over there? Don't really have any ideas what Sir is talking about, but Your Honor, the facts surrounding this card contradict statements made by somebody earlier. And what do you mean, Mr. Citrus? When I think about it, it does make a lot of sense. Only the victim and the defendant knew about the true nature of this card. Then how did we learn about this card? Uh-oh. Somebody fucked up. It was Crump and Volper. I don't think Crump would know anything about the card, so I'm thinking it's you.
Take that!
Prosecutor Volper, may I ask you a question? Me? What do you know about this card? Where are you going with this? Just answer the question. Oh, come on, Vinny boy. I thought you had a challenge for me. This card was the victim's lucky charm. Nobody else knew about it except for the defendant. And how did you know all this? What do you mean, how did I know all this? Gotcha! I thought you said that only the victim and the defendant knew about the card.
Oof.
I recently turned my ringer back on. Don't forget the phone calls. I should just mute my phone. You shouldn't have known this information. The, police told me. Not possible. The information wasn't given to the police. As far as they were concerned, this was meaningless. This was a meaningless playing card. That the victim happened, behold it. What? The only way you could have known all this information about the card is if you knew the victim. What? Oh boy. He's in the hot seat now. Order! Prosecutor Volper, is this true? Prosecutor Volper, keep your beard on, Gramps. So, are you going to answer? Things are starting to piece themselves together in my mind. Volper could only know so much about this card if he knew the victim. Could it be? Okay then, let's move on to something else. The footprint. Would you happen to know whom this belongs to? Why would I know that? Simple. Finally, it's all making sense. It's Brisbane told me. Volper is the victim's stepbrother. So, he would know about the card. Then there was Jack Queen's murder, shoe print. It can only mean Rex Volper. This is your shoe print. Dark. May I be excused for the moment? We got him now. Oh, may I ask why? Well, I don't feel too good all of a sudden. Do you know what I think, Prosecutor Volper? I know, I think you want to be excused so you can change your shoes. Of course not. Why would I? Then you have nothing to worry about if I were to, say, compare your shoe print with this print out? Objection, huh? But this is irrelevant. Oh, it's very much irrelevant. Objection, I object. Overruled. But it's objectionable. Now, let me examine your shoe. It's a match. Oh, snap. Oh snap. Mr. Volper. Mr. Volper, you will take the stand and testify to this. This confirms it. Volper was present at the crime. But did he really kill Jack Crane?
Oh dear, Mr. Volp.
And if so, what is his motive? We're about to find out. Present day. Oh shit. Present day. We're back in Phoenix's shoes. March 27th. 5:30 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Hi! So this is our client. He's already given me the creep. Wow. So you're Phoenix Wright. How did you know? Detective Snow informed me on your way. You see, we're acquaintances of sorts. Acquaintances? How about I introduce myself first? My name is Vincenzo Cicatrice. I used to be a defense attorney. I used to be. I wonder why you quit. And I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Ahem. Hey, what am I? Scotched Mist? Yeah, I don't get that. And this is Maya Fey, my business partner and spirit medium. Oh, right. Seems like he doesn't believe in spirits. Ex-defense attorney? He used to be a defense attorney. Yes, under the Grossberg criminal defense law firm. Mr. Grossberg was my mentor and boss, as he was with Mia. Never mentioned Benzo before, though. He was also the only man I cared to call my friend, so a reason for why I, and spirit people, would want to kill him is practically non-existent. That does make a lot of sense. Why were you arrested? Why were you arrested? Apparently Mr. Grossberg was stabbed at Virgil's Bridge at midnight, and that wasn't you. Of course not, but there was a witness who says he saw me do it. He identified me by the scar. You mean the killer had a scar just like yours? Either that, or he faked it. Faked it? Paint. One of those fake plastic stick-on scars, you know. I'm sure loads of people have scars on their face.
Just saying, you still have about 3 hours left of this trail, Tilda.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm sure loads of people have scars on their face. It could have been anyone. Well, you have to mind... you have to admit mine is pretty distinctive. I'm convinced I was framed. That's funny. Why does his scar suddenly look familiar? Who is this witness? I have no idea. I was only told that he was a resident of Leeville. The police wouldn't give me a name. Could it be?
I'd say if you were thinking of ending it would be wise to leave it here because you'd actually be halfway.
How long have I been streaming for? Oh, shit. I was thinking about going until, I don't know, 2 or 3? 4 hours? Oh. I didn't realize how long I had been streaming for. Oopsie. Why am I getting like trains all of a sudden? What the hell?
Well, you still have 3 hours of this to go, haha.
I don't know where the lag trains came in. Thanks, Streamlabs. Why is it going quiet all of a sudden? How are you liking this so far, Josh?
Decent so far.
Do you have a lawyer yet, Mr. Cicatrice? No, but that's why I called you here. You called us here? Why? Why call us? First of all, Mr. Wright, I want to thank you. For what? For freeing Mr. Grossberg from that blackmailing coward Red White. I was wondering why Mr. Grossberg always seemed so timid and fearful. It's the guy, Red White, the killer of my second ever case. When I first met and defended Maya.
Not liking it as much as I am the base game though, but that's just because we just got to know the new characters.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna say anything, but I think you might like the prosecutor.
This fucker.
A company he used to gather information about anybody. He would then use his information to blackmail anyone he wanted. Judges, politicians, you name it, he had the potential to shape the entire country as he saw fit. Until I stopped him. It was nothing. But it was something. You see, I was present at the trial. What, you?
And that fucking red-haired chick. Haha.
Oh god, his hand is not... I was in the audience. Let's just say I invited myself. I wanted to see Red Wright break down and brought to justice. And may I say, Mr. Wright, you performed formidably. I was hoping to get a chance to meet you after the trial, and thank me for convicting White and freeing Mr. Grossberg from his hold? Yes, but you were already gone. But how did you know about Red White? Believe me, Mr. Wright, when I say this has nothing to do with this case at hand, but I will just say, Maya Fey and I followed White for a while. Until White found out and killed her. Strange. Mia never once mentioned working with Vincenzo in that case. Because it's a fan game, Phoenix. Or fan project, or whatever. Visiting hours will end in 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, spoilers galore, haha.
Yeah, good thing Josh was not here, or he would have been mad. Visiting hours will end in 2 minutes. I think we will have information we need. Thank you, Mr. Cicatrice. Please, just call me Vincenzo. Vincenzo, let me guess. You want to represent me in court tomorrow. That's entirely up to you. Alright then. I accept. I wouldn't have called you here otherwise. You helped Mr. Grossberg. Maybe you can help me too. I hope you had a chance to prepare. Don't worry. Call it a special agreement. That's Detective Snow for you. It's time we got back to the office to plan our next move. Oh shit. Looks like Detective Snow's gone. At least he kept the place clean and tidy. But fortunately for you, Nick, the toilet still could still use a clean. I think
New scene.
I think we have more important things to be doing right now.
Never seen the office like this.
Yeah. It looks pretty. Let's go to I think I better discuss our okay. What should we do now? Safari! Didn't Detective Marshall say we could use the bridge till sundown? Well, I say we should check it out. Neville, good idea. Vincenzo said the witness lived in... Wait. Benito said the witness lived in Neville. We need to meet them. Any ideas? Didn't Vincenzo's scar look kind of familiar to you? I was thinking the same thing. What could it be? That's if I've seen that particular shape before. You know, Nick, it's good that we're helping him like we helped Mr. Grossberg. Hey, I didn't... that single-handed. Not true, Nick. If I weren't a spirit medium, I could never have summoned Mia. Who I believe. Okay, you and Mia helped too. Was that so hard? Alright. Let's go. Detention center? No, we've already been there. March 27, 7:44 p.m. Burglas Bridge. Phew, I forget how far the bridge was from the office. It's dark already. Nick, look, it's snowing. Not much of a surprise up here. Maya's so happy about the snow. I think she's forgotten how cold it is. Nick, look! Arg. You don't have to try to pull my arm off to get my attention. Oh, stop being a big baby, Nick. Just look! Little lights across the valley. See them! So that's Needle. Well, let's get over there.
Snow, the evidence.
Let's get over there. Maya, I swear my arms are... Yeah, hey look, there's some footprints over there. What a strange shoe print. The snow hasn't had a chance to cover them yet. They must be fresh. And they're heading towards Needle. I wonder who they are. Let's go. Yeah, oh no, the evidence! The evidence! No!
They look like Vulpers.
No comment. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, I meant for a moment.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hee hee hee.
I smelt food. I had to ask what was being made. Beans. Oh, look at this place. It looks like being inside a giant snow globe. Looks like you need to be rich to live here. What should we do now? Remember what Vincenzo said, the police...
You having beans? Ew.
Yeah. We just had to find them. That's some house. It's probably the most impressive house I can see around here. Let's knock the door. The witness might live here. I think Mike's just looking for the opportunity to explore the mansion. Resume search. Let's try elsewhere. I don't think this is where the witness lives. Aw, please. Party pooper. There's a small building over there that looks a bit like a chapel.
How many lagged frames have you had then?
Like lagged frames, like 2%. How do I look at this? How do I look at total lagged frames? I don't think it can.
Has it been saying you've been having M?
Yeah. More populated too. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's go to the house now. I mean mansion. Go to the mansion. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. Here's an intercom. Let's see if it works. Bing! Who dares enter my home? Whoa, this guy's serious. I'm praying a big dog doesn't come charging at us from nowhere. I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. Would you like to ask you some questions, mister? My name matters not. Leave this place. Sorry, did you by any chance witness a murder at Burglar's Bridge? Ellipsis. That did it. It's still doing it? Can you close Google? I'm not really using Google at the moment. Are you still there? Oh, the door open. Who are you? I already told you, Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I'm Maya Fey, spirit medium and business partner. I see. Please come in. March 27th, Front Manor living room. Come in, sit. Some music, perhaps. Oh no. I'm Tina's Crump, and yes, I witnessed the murder. The very moment! So please, come, ask me what you will about the criminal crime. This is a very impressive house you have, your highness. Why did I call him that? Thank you, my boy. It's a modest in its way. So,
He's rich, Mars, rich.
I'm supposed to. Wait. I'm supposed to. The more penniless is considered a palace, but to me, this is but a sanctum of solace in which to rest my aching bones. He says while trying to keep a straight face. Have you lived in Nilo longer, Mr. Crump? Have you so desired to call 5 years a long time? Did you witness the crime at all? At Briglis Bridge, Mr. Crump? Most certainly, fair girl. The whole thing! Ah, but where do I begin? This guy is cooking. Hey, look! Cookies! Level is off the charts. So, could you describe the murder, sir? Murder? Oh, a murder of the most ungodly proportions, my boy. Two bemused individuals meet under the star of destiny. A flurry of mockeries, a wave of panic, a swish of silver, and then a fallen body. I'm half tempted to applaud his performance. Performance. Believe me, my boy, it was almost similar to the murder 5 years ago. 5 years ago? A murder 5 years ago? Oh! Forgive me, my boy, I have a way of running my mouth. Please, Mr. Crump, I am curious. What's murder? Sigh. Very well. A murder occurred 5 years ago, near the very same bridge. You could say the very same location. I just find... Oh, I need a drink. What an idiot. I don't know if this is gonna be... I don't know if this will, like, work on camera or not. Oh, you see the bite? You see the bite? Yeah. No. No. I don't think it does. Cause I was gonna show how much left I had on my drink.
Dude, if you are shattered, end it there and be energized for the next stream, haha.
No, I'm not shattered, I was just thirsty. I testified as a witness to the murder as well. I merely committed to these two cases seem strikingly similar. I wonder if these two cases are connected. Ah, the curiosity of youth. It never ceases to amaze and amuse me. I shall go make some tea and we can talk more about this. He sure is a kooky old guy. At least he's being more cooperative than we ever hoped. We just have to wait for our tea.
Tea?
Yeah, tea! Nick, did you notice a weird smell? Actually, you mentioned it. Yeah, I did. It was like rubber. Yeah, like burning car tire. Hey, look! A proper way to smell tires! Or a dentist's gloves. I can't stand this waiting. I am off to explore this cool house. Maya, stop! You'll get us in trouble. Suppose I better go look for her. This chair has been covered up with a sheet. I'm tempted to find out why, but Crump could come back at any second. On top of which, I have to find Maya.
I like how you get giddy when you find that they spelled something the proper way,
Yeah, because it's, hey look Josh, that's how you... Maya! I'm sure she came this way. Maya! Hey Nick, don't you just love this house? It's so huge. Don't you live in a...
Whoa. Mars.
What? What's up? Don't you live in a mansion anyway? Well, yeah, but look.
This is fucking Harry Potter music.
Oh. Look, we have to get back to the living room before Mr. Crump finds out we're gone, and if we get in trouble, we're gonna lose. So I'm gonna say something. It does tell you what songs they used at
Let me see if I can find it.
at the end of these
I'll
episodes.
be right back, Tilda.
Okay. And if we get in trouble, we're gonna lose out on some vital information. Sigh. Oh, fine. Uh-oh. Yeah! What did you do? Uh-oh. I knocked this little bust's head off. Secret passageway! What's that noise? Look! The cabinet! A secret room! Uh-oh. Oh, secret room! I need to have one put into the Fey Manor. There's something unsettling about this room. What are all these shreds lying on the floor? Sniff. They smell of...
Yep. Found it. Skeptical smiley face link removed.
Clicking the button. Oh shit! Shit, that there. Hey look, EA! It looks like something made from rubber. Got viciously shredded to pieces. Wait, I've smelled this smell before. Teenage Crump gave off a strong rubbery smell. The very same smell as these scraps. I'll take this large piece. I wonder what the object was. Piece of rubber. Added to the court record. Nick, look. Next to the piece of rubber. Blood. Just what is going on here? Spot of blood added to the court record. What is the meaning of this? Uh-oh.
BLOD.
Why, may I ask, are you two in this room? Ah, well, isn't this the bathroom? Good job, Phoenix. Nice going, Phoenix. Your poorly executed response fails to convince me. What's with this blood? Ah, I merely suffered a nosebleed at an earlier date. A nosebleed? Yes, that is my own blood. Oh shit. 1, 2, like, probably like 4, right? No, 5. Jeez, what the? Get out! Get out! 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 Uh-oh. What's this guy hiding?
Wooah, he has a lot to hide.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. I think, I can't... I need to see something. Who had, I don't know who had the, most psych... in attorney.
Big man!
Dude, can we leave it here? I have to get busy, lad. I don't want to miss shit, haha.
Sure thing. Yeah, Mr. Crump was about to give information on the murder. But then, well, what's he hiding? What's up, Nick? Those footprints again. The ones we saw leading into the needle. They're heading back towards the bridge. Look who's making them. Oh shit. It's Mr. X! Excuse me, sir. Sir, hello? You again. Yes, can we... I will say, I'm trying to see if, it'll lead me to, like... You have something in mind, and I want it back before I start giving you answers. What's he talking about? Okay. We will talk to this mysterious Mr. X person...
D.
next time.
With new music, Tilda.
Yeah. Alright,
Things are getting spicy.
yeah, let me check my schedule. Checking my schedule. Sketchy. I really. So how I'm doing my scheduling now is I'm doing like the three like the three games, and then after the third game I'm gonna add more to like Thursday or whatever the last day is. Or game I'm gonna
You
game
doing
I'm
the
gonna add
copying
more
of the
to like
missiles.
Thursday or whatever the last day is. Or game I'm gonna add more. Shut me. Yeah. Right now I only have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't have Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
What's happening?
Okay. Save game. Alright, I'm ending it there, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Cyberpunk. I believe. Let me just double check.
Punk of the cyber, Tilda.
Yeah. Let me just double check. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing SpongeBob tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I guess that's what the D means, or Central Standard Time. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's just gonna rotate. Because with you, it's with you, it's normally let me go to like last week's. No, can I get a prop?
Is this on your actual schedule?
Yeah,
Because it'll automatically adjust.
Yeah. I should have really done when it was like, oh, present evidence. I really should have done this. Uh, but anyway, yeah, everything's adjusted on the schedule down below or whatever it is on the schedule tab. So yeah. So you're thinking, why is there titles? Well, I usually do. So normally I don't have a title because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing that in that episode, but now I'm gonna be doing titles once I end that stream. That makes sense. So for SpongeBob, if I don't do it in episode 1, I will do it like episode 2.
Oh, okay. Good idea.
Did I? No, it's not cut off. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there, guys. I guess we'll see Mr. X on, I don't think there's nothing this weekend, so.
Joshik one wave.
Bye, guys!